Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start with today's morning show. So before we start, let's say happy Workers' Day to all the workers in Nigeria. Again, so because today is May 1st, today is a Workers' Day. So I'm not going to whether normal Workers' Day or international, but either way, happy Workers' Day to every worker. You mean happy worker, all of us are worker. Again, as long as you work, you be worker. Either you work for person, you work for person, you are a worker. So I celebrate all of you, as I celebrate myself also because I'm also a hard worker. All right, so away from that, let's get into the show proper. Now, surprisingly, Christopher Nkunku submits transfer requests as Arsenal and Bayern Munich show interest. Now, Yahoo Sports, Cut Offside, Metro, The Sun, The Mirror, so many media houses carry this particular story. This was how it was reported. According to Team Talk, Arsenal are considering a move for out-of-favour Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku as Mikel Arteta looks to add more attacking options this summer. Now, Christopher Nkunku has asked Chelsea to leave and hopes to seal a move before Club World Cup starts. Source, CF Bayern. Now, Yahoo Sports, Metro. Christopher Nkunku has told Chelsea he wants to leave in the summer transfer window after receiving interest from Arsenal and Bayern Munich. The 27-year-old joined Chelsea in a 52 million deal from RB Leipzig in 2023, but only made 14 appearances in first injury-plagued season at the Stamford Bridge. Now, you don't see this story. Since when this story break, many people come to give their reactions on why Arsenal should sign Christopher Nkunku and why Arsenal should not sign Christopher Nkunku. For me, my own, I don't subscribe to that line of thought. Say make Arsenal sign Christopher Nkunku. I believe if you want to sign him now, Chelsea go to cost 60 million. They sell him, they buy him 50 something million. Actually, they won't sell him below that. So they're not going to sell him below that. So instead, we could go for the people who they go for. If we sign Stefan and Gyökeres is bad, sign two of them at the same time. She bad me. So now area where we say they look. Now the major cocoa of this story now waiting Charles was talk. In fact, now waiting Charles was talk. Now you can't let me come they see so Arsenal not they interested. I don't see the story before. So Arsenal they interested in this guy. See many people don't talk. I can't they do research because plenty of people don't talk about this story because I came across this story this morning from Cut Offside where they say exclusive to them. Arsenal have been warned against signing another Raheem Sterling. So I can't look the story. Okay, so let me read the entirety of the reports. Now, Arsenal have been warned against making another Raheem Sterling-esque signing with Chelsea Christopher Nkunku, who is making this statement. Charles Watts, who is one of the contributors to Cut Offside, was writing on his Cut Offside column. So Charles Watts urged Arsenal not to sign Nkunku as he felt the fan base couldn't take another deal similar to the Sterling one that has gone so badly. Sterling joined Arsenal on loan from Chelsea until today. I think it is safe to say now that move now flop. You know, really work out. You get. Watts also said, I know Christopher Nkunku has been linked with Arsenal recently, but I just don't see that happening. I'm not sure the Arsenal fan base could take it, so that's just waiting. Now me they ask you will be part of the Arsenal fan base. What do you think about Arsenal going for Christopher Nkunku of Chelsea? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Even though Chasua don't talk, say he don't already speak for you, say you don't go like her, but make I hear from you. How you say if they see it happen? Now, away from that, when you look at the match we then play yesterday, the Barca versus Inter Milan, we later end 3-3. You get so that match based on the way Lamine Yamal play. Many people want to talk about the guy. Now, Fabrizio Romano want to make comparisons. Say this guy is 17 years old. That match he played yesterday, 900th game for Barcelona, 100. Now they say Cristiano Ronaldo when he did 17 years. He had 19 appearances, 5 goals, and 4 assists. Lionel Messi at 17 years. He had 9 appearances, 1 goal, and 0 assists. Now Lamine Yamal at 17 years old. He has 100 appearances, 22 goals and 33 assists, which is at 55 goal contributions in 100 appearances. Compare and contrast him to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. What they are now saying is that this guy is going to rule the world. In fact, yesterday so many people talk about him. And say, Lamine Yamal post and say, this guy is incredible. Then see what in Dumfries they talk. He say, we are very good defensively. So for Barca to score 3, it shows who they are, how good they are, because Dumfries was the player of the match. They missed about this surprise because Inter will be saying no say they very good defensively. How do they score 2-0 and before you know na 2-2, 3-2, 3-3? In fact, at Inter almost scored 4-3, but referee cancel them based on offside. So for you to understand the match they go play for the second leg, that match go mad. Look at what Simone Inzaghi is saying, the coach of Inter. He said talents like Lamine Yamal are born every 50 years. You know they normal. I was watching the CBS Golazo show. Michael Richards, Katie Scott, Jamie Carragher, Thierry Henry. They interviewed Lamine Yamal. See as all of them they bask in the euphoria of the boy. They were so excited, like 17. Henry say, I have never seen anything like this. It's not normal. See that and go. Me say if I watch the match, I open my and say, In fact, at some point they ask they call him Marcus Thuram. So that Lamine na the best player in the world. They say, I'm the best player in the world na France today. So na the Bailey and Mbappe, and then with the two French players. Well, it is what it is. That's me why they don't say, they tell one of my friends, I want to meet Barca for final. I will keep Barca. We did that say Barca they do Inter Milan. If we meet Barca, it go hard. Ordinarily, Kavachela, look at what they do Timber. We Baba Satan they shout by Timber. Look at what they do Timber. Imagine when Lamine come cash, what they call her by Skelly. What they go call for? Because when this guy they lick anybody when face one view. I never see anybody keep that guy quiet. Like I never see him. So it's going to be an experiment. Any day we'll go meet Barcelona, say maybe Skelly and Lamine come face like 1v1. Only God know how that battle will be, because according to the Premier League history itself, nobody has dribbled past my Skelly in about 15 or 16 or 17 games. So that one self day, now you're bragging rights. Now look at what is happening at the WSL, the Women Premier League, Super League for the England. Chelsea don't win them again. Now, nobody say Chelsea win and be my own issue. Chelsea win them 6 times in a row. 6 times in a row. You get so Arsenal always second. This time around second again. Although we're for Champions League final, I'm going to go do with Barcelona women. Now imagine people will win the EPL for women women category 6 times in a row. Barca come beat them 8-2 aggregate for Champions League semi-final 8-2. Now what's it become between Barca and Arsenal for the final? My brother, I don't really know. Like listen, I just think I say, but I know see they don't judge football like that. No 2 games are equal. So more just see what will happen. Make the Arsenal people invest into the team well, so that we'll bridge the huge gap between we and this Chelsea side. Now, Ian Wright, when they come outside, they talk about the Arsenal match against PSG. So, Ian, they of the opinion say, really like the tactics where Arteta deployed on that. He was very, very surprised. Like, how do you allow PSG to run riot? Like, as the match starts, you're supposed to let them know now, immediately try to suffocate PSG from the off. Yes. But I think that first goal, you give PSG momentum. Again, we can't panic. Now, what me, I really think they happen. Although they say PSG will get slender advantage over us, because when you see what Wright said on the Writing House podcast, so the Gunners' favorite said, I don't want to be negative about the team, but I'm very surprised by the start of the game. I wasn't expecting that start. To be honest, I was expecting PSG to back off, but it was the other way around. It was the opposite. We should have been pressing them, but it didn't happen. That's the disappointing thing without being too negative. I think we really missed a trick in the way we started. We didn't take the advantage of the crowd who were ready to scream and shout. I think we got away without really, because we didn't start like I thought. See, the reason we made crowd no scream and shout, now the early go dampen morale. Early go was like a shock. It was like a stunner. It can be stunner. It is stun everybody. You get so. But it happened, now something they within our control. Yes, PSG just did lucky, because when you look at the XG of that goal where Dembele score, it was very, very low. Because the team almost come out, just jump back, bam, just enter. So it could, and I don't think any keeper can stop that kind of ball. So it is what it is. All right, let's bring a message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Anaya, who's a real estate agent. He has 14 plots of land for sale at Nora Scott Luxury Estates, or here at Igbelu Rubber Estate at Airports in Abara Iche local government area of of River State. So for this 14 plots of land, 6 plots there together, and 4 plots there together, and 3 plots there together, and 1 standalone, and it's 1.2 million per plot. So if you're interested in this piece of property, you can call Mr. Anayo on 08032765227 and 08119329922. Like I said, if you're interested in this piece of property, do give him a call. Now, away from that, the Daily Mail, Danny Murphy can write a report for the Daily Mail. So he can talk say Declan Rice himself, you go blame him, you get, for the goal where PSG scored, that Dembele goal, and at the same time, like him blame many people, blame Merino, he blame Declan Rice. At the end of the day, can they explain why Arsenal can hit back in Paris? Now, when you look at the entirety of this report, you can see this image, how Arsenal midfield went missing for the PSG goal. Now, based on say Rice and the Arsenal team, no say team by alone no fit mark Ravachele out. So Rice needs to go there to help him to be 2v1, just as like 6 people, 5 people they mark Bukayo Saka. Now look at the position of Merino. Merino should have been covering Dembele. Yeah. That's why many people they talk say if to say na Partey go get that positional awareness to cover. Look at how Dembele was so free, and look at where Raya was. You get, so that's why as the belly wipe him, if like I like making stretch or in higher stretching in hand, no go touch him because now last angle, something jamba enter. Now when you look at the entirety of the report, that the Murphy, according to what he wrote, he don't really believe say if say Partey day, say that goal no go enter. You get, say it can happen, the mistakes can happen to anybody. You get, but at the end of the day, one reason we make him feel say Arsenal will do well for Park the Princes is that Partey will be available, and once Partey becomes available, Merino go in number 9, Declan Rice go play up front so that he can do that bombarding, he can drive, get like a need for speed driver, get like a fast and furious driver. So the sense when they talk, I don't talk before. Now many people say don't talk before. Say once Partey comes in, the pieces will align. Yes, everybody go their normal position. Then and there you go see the Arsenal system, because when you look at the entirety of that report, it was saying that the Arsenal system uses Partey. Yes, once Partey goes out of that system, the system will collapse and we will need to require a different system that did not work on the day. But people going to talk say, but we had chances to score, yeah, because Trossard chance, Martinelli chance, but the same way you go look at PSG chances, also look at the Goncalo Ramos chance with Jamba, look at Bradley Bacola chance. So many chances went begging, both sides. So most things will happen next week. This week this new week will also enter. It gets on Wednesday. Now Luis Enrique come as second, they break silence on that match. So Baba can just say it could have been worse for PSG ahead of the second leg. So he can explain say for that match, it was wonderful for us. We got off to a flying start with the goal that we scored. He said there was a high press and the goal actually gave us a boost of confidence that we needed in the first half. Now, we had a hand over the game, and I think following this, the second half was littered with so much chances for both teams. Enrique said, however, despite their dominance, PSG were unable to extend their lead, with Arsenal goalkeeper making some saves and PSG goalkeeper Donnarumma making saves also. Now, in the second half, Arsenal dominated a bit more, and Enrique, they talked this one. They were dangerous, especially at set pieces, with the fouls, with the corners, with those long balls. For Enrique, it's a case of job half done. He can say it could have been worse. At the same time, it could have been better. You know what? Let's wait for the second leg. Now, when they said it could have been worse, if to say they know disallow that Merino go, Arsenal go from there, build momentum, the fans will come alive, nobody knows what's going to happen later. It could have been better for them. If to say Bradley Bacola scoring goal, if it be 2-0. If to say Goncalo Ramos scoring goal, if say then give that any penalty with Timber holding him, you don't know what's going to happen next. Imagine at the Emirates Stadium, PSG leading us 2-0. Baba, many fans will not go out now. Everywhere will quiet, silent like a graveyard. So that's what he's saying. But as it be now, thank God saying I won that score. So the tie is still open. Anything can happen at the Parc des Princes. And if Dembele knew, because for me, I think Dembele is very pivotal, very critical, very crucial to the PSG setup. If Dembele know it go be somewhat difficult for PSG to enter us anyhow, because we somehow managed to cage Kvaratskhelia, so they don't run go to that flank. For you to run go that flank, it means say yeah, no good for you. Team are trying best. They physical, with aggressive, say nothing. Instead of you go pass, you go fall down. So that's why the guy Japa go that side. Then they say the two can come this side. So if the million the way they play roving 10, they're everywhere. Even though they and party can come back, but all things being equal, anything can happen. They're like Henry said. Now let's bring the second message from another of our sponsor, Mobile Water and Co. Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, shore protection works, mechanical and fabrication services, and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, but Harcourt. So if you're interested in the services, do reach out to them. Now, the biggest news of the day is the fact that Christopher Nkunku don't submit transfer requests as Aston Bayern Munich. They show interest according to Yahoo Sports, Cut Offside, the Metro. So many people team talk. So many people don't talk about this particular story. Even Charles Watts don't wait in say for him. It don't make any sense because they no signing players in another sterling. What say you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So my dear stand lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. Till I come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day at your mouth. Alright guys, ciao.